Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. My name's Charlie, and I'm with Billings First Church, and you actually caught us just as I was about to light this fire and read an Advent story, because today is the first Sunday of Advent, which means that we're marking the long nights by letting our little lights shine and drawing friends and family closer, and in tonight's case, sharing a story called The Mitten, a Ukrainian folktale adapted by Jan Brett. That is one of my longtime favorites going back to when I was a little one. So without further ado, welcome to Storytime at the Inn with Billings First Church. The Mitten, a Ukrainian folktale. With special thanks to my Ukrainian friend Oksana Piaksejik, for Sylvia Kyle, Ruth Ann Johnson, Rebecca Lim, and Tad Beagley. Once there was a boy named Nicky. He wanted mittens as white as snow. If you drop a white mitten in the snow, it will be hard to find, his grandmother told him. But Nicky wanted snow white mittens so much that Baba made them for him. When she finished knitting, Nicky put on the mittens and went out to play. It wasn't long before one mitten fell off. And you can see there, Nicky climbing the tree has left one of his mittens in the snow. And what's that here on the right? You just have to wait and see. A little mole found it and crawled inside. It was just the right size, so he decided to stay. There we go. Kind of small, but you can see that little mole making his way into the mitten by the tree. And over there, Nicky just playing away. A rabbit came hopping by. He wiggled in next to the mole. A hedgehog wanted to get warm. The mole and the rabbit made room for him. Imagine that, a mole and a rabbit making room for a hedgehog in a mitten. The owl didn't want to be left out, so the mole, the rabbit, and the hedgehog had to move over. The little mitten was getting quite crowded. I would say so. Meanwhile, Nicky over here, still just playing away. One mitten down. A badger looked out of his house and saw the mitten. He climbed right in. It started to snow, so a fox pushed his way in and made himself right at home. Holy mackerel. Look at how big that mitten's getting. Then a big bear sniffed at the mitten. The animals were packed in tight, but the bear didn't care. He crawled in anyway. The mitten was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Then a tiny mouse squeezed in and perched herself on the big bear's nose. Look at all those animals in there. And then look at our guy Nicky just now noticing he only has one mitten. The mouse's whiskers tickled the bear's nose. Ah, 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 choo! The bear sneezed. All the animals flew out of the mitten. Nicky saw his mitten sail up into the air. From the window, Baba watched Nicky catch his mitten. "See, Baba," he called to her, "I have both my mittens." And Baba smiled. There he is catching his mitten, coming home. And poor Baba just has to shake her head, that stretched out mitten. Well, anyway, thank you for joining me for this first of our Storytime at the Inn Advent series. I hope you enjoyed it, and be on the lookout next Advent Sunday for the next story in our series. We'll have them all the way up to Christmas Eve. So I hope that as the nights get longer and as we await the arrival of the baby Jesus, that you can find some solace and some friendship and some warmth and family wherever you can. But in the meantime, we'll be coming back to you with another story, and wishing you God's grace and blessings in this holiday season. Thanks.